folks? How you doing? Graham Blakey.
Who am I?
I was about to say, Market Grill. Coming live from the Market Grill.
Never introduced me, Graham. What's my name?
Tatty Peel.
Thanks, Graham. American Oak, great whiskey, 70. Not bad. I was referring earlier on to too many A's at boxing. That was 3 A's. I got to the last 2 seconds there. I literally finished, and the phone like ah. Oh, I forgot the camera was on.
What we're going to say? Slange. Hey! Yeah, beauty! How we all doing, folks? 1775 Whiskey Passport coming live from the centre of the universe here in sunny White Craigs. Sunny White Craigs. Collectively, we are making the whiskey world a smaller place.
Correct.
To my left-hand side here, we have Tatty Peel, aka Neil Forms, and behind the cracker. Behind the camera. Right, put the tea back on.
Start again.
Hey! No, and behind the camera tonight there, we've got a Jay-Z, the great Gregor, the technician, who also does some computer repairs and all these kind of things. So if you've got a problem with your PC, you can give him a wee shout. So
if you've got a problem being PC.
Yes, talking about PC, we'll soon see who's on in a wee second when I get this thing rock and rolling. But anyway, just whilst we're all delving in from wherever we are in the world, we are a big warm welcome to our new members. We've got a couple of new members.
Yes, 2 new members this week.
Yeah, welcome to them. Jim and Russell just signed up, so the membership packs will be on their way as soon as we possibly can. So thank you very much.
The Jim Edgar's the way, is it not?
It's been gone, but
Jim,
Russell's will be shipping its way out very soon, just a few wee bits and bobs to put in it. But we have some first-timers dialing in. Yes.
Last night, we have 1 or 2.
Yep, we've got Ashley Thorne, who's dialing in from out in the west there, the west coast, Livingston area. That's part of Jamie Thorne's clan. You know, the dad and the squad all come in. So welcome. And then we've also got the latecomers getting their packs delivered to them. We had Douglas, and we had over in Ayrshire, we had Susan and her brother Davey as well. We managed to get the packs to you guys. Last minute rush.
The hamster wheel was rolling.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So that was great.
And we might have 1 or 2 from Vancouver on the west coast of Canada. I was doing a Burns whiskey tasting last night at 10:30 last night.
Good on you.
On Zoom, with some travel agents in Vancouver. So they've got the link, and hopefully 1 or 2 are joining us this evening. Or this afternoon for you. It'll be about 5:30 over there,
Get on in it early,
so, we should have the Glenkinchie for them so they could put in the cornflakes, Graham, you know?
Absolutely,
whiskey.
Yeah. And also David popped in to pick up his pack as well. And it's always nice to put the faces behind the emails, which is nice.
It looked better with that mask on,
Well, I've got to say it's better than looking at his face after the emails, if you know what I mean. So, except for the old Tatty Peel. So, Tatty Peel, before we get going, do you want to give us a wee insight into what we've got going on this week?
Absolutely. The 3 whiskies this week, Graham. What else can I say? I think they're fantastic whiskies. I'm particularly looking forward to the second one, the middle one. But this week we're going to start with one of my favourites, Edradour. It's Edradour Caledonia. We'll tell you a wee story about that as we get down to it. The second one, this is just a fantastic bottle, and it's not what I expected it to be as such, but I'm hoping it tastes as good. It's a Tomatin 11-year-old, bottled by the Artful Dodger company down in London.
Yes.
So it's quite a rare one, and it's cash strength. So looking forward to that one in particular. And not my favourite Isle one, Bowmore, but the last one we had was at the Bowmore Sherry Matured, or 500. No, it was the 15-year-old. It was Sherry Matured. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
But this is the Vault Edition, second release. So there we go, the Bowmore Vault Edition, lovely peaty, iodine, etc. from Islay. Some great whiskies from there. And before we forget,
yes,
we'll have a wee vote for the
Director's Dram.
So number one.
Show it to the camera in case you know who's watching.
I can't remember. I've got to read it first.
All right, okay.
The first one is Bowmore Vintage 2009.
Yeah.
Martin Innes, you got your glasses on, your binoculars.
He's certainly in. He's saying evening. I said to him.
That's number one. Gregor's going to put that a wee bit closer for Martin.
Yes,
Old man
there
like
you
him.
go.
Can you see that, Martin? You sure now? Gives a wee thumbs up on screen if you can see that.
Yeah.
That's number one. Oh, number two is an interesting one.
Oh, no comments on number twos.
The Ben Riach. It's a 12-year-old peated single malt, and it's called Herodotus Fumosus. Somebody Google that for me in Latin and tell me what the hell that is. That's number two. Look at the colour of that, though.
That's a belter.
Wow.
Talking about colours, I've got who have I got? David Pringle dialed in, and I've got Gordon Smith down in Brentford. It was snowing down there.
It was snowing.
The Eskimos were happy. Neil McIver there. Ashley Thorne, she's saying hi, but carry on with your...
Neil McIver was babysitting, they told me.
They told you he was babysitting. Oh, look at how close that is on the camera. Right.
All right.
That's good.
The third one, this Kilhoman, it's Loch Gorm. Kilhoman Loch Gorm. Can you put that for Martin?
Yeah.
There we go.
Martin, you happy with that, bud? Can you see that?
Perfect. There we go.
There we go. Scotty Watson's there saying hello. Oh, stand to attention.
First lady on.
First lady's on, Julie Ramsey. Yeah.
Did you turn up and pick up her whiskey this week?
She did.
Because I forgot to deliver it again, is that?
No, but she was ahead of the game. She got it 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So, Director's Ram, sorry, Graham.
Yep.
Number one is Dalmore. Number two, Ben Riach. And number three, Kilhoman. So later on, let's see your votes and see what the Director's Ram for 2 weeks tonight is going to be. We'll taste it tonight for you.
Perfect. Just to say, we've got Kevin Fitzsimmons in. Thanking you, Kevin. Gavin Holmes.
Good to see you there, Kevin. We had a wee crisis at his door there.
Yes. Oh, did you get it?
We got there eventually.
Yeah. Susan Allen, Brian Johnston, Chris Wright.
Is Brian Johnson allowed out at this time of night with the nursing home?
Callum Matheson, he's liking the green apples. We've not even had that going. And then talking about green apples, we've got Gordon Brown.
The new shops, Graham. You've not told them about the new shops.
Oh, yes.
Green apples.
Look at that. And then if you look on the dairy here, we've got some nice kit, and we've also got the 1775 exclusive limited edition 1775 whiskey passport hats. Now, if you wish, we were trying to get a proper price for you for the body warmers. They're no more than £50, and the polo shirts are no more than £20. Obviously, a bit cheaper than that. But if you are wanting them, or the shirts as well, email us in with your size and what you're wanting. And of course, you can trust us that we won't overcharge you. We're not like bulls. We didn't charge like a bull.
No, the now till the distilleries are open, so we can go on our board meeting. But hey, well, that's a different story for the future.
Yeah. So if you're wanting any wee bits and bobs,
I think what we've got to encourage people to do is we're keen to get the numbers up, folks. So share this video, the live video. Have a watch party, whatever you call them. Get people on board. We're looking for members. We've got to grow the club. This lockdown's affecting us a wee bit. It's holding us back a wee bit. So we need everybody to start sharing, get the numbers up, and we can really start growing very quickly.
Yeah. That's a good point. So like us, share us, love us, tell all your friends, and do all what you can.
Well, me anyway, no him.
That's it. And Tatty Peel, what do pigs put on burns?
What do they put on buttons?
Yes. Ointments. Hercules. And that was a good one.
I didn't even get what that meant, the question.
Didn't rub it on his head. Anyway, Dates for the diary. What have we got coming up,
Dates for the
TP?
diary. We've got another tasting 2 weeks tonight, the 12th of February.
Yep.
Then on the 14 days after that, 26th of February.
26th of February,
We've got the first members event. It's not exclusive to members, but it's only members can get the discount by paying by direct debit for £35. And I'm going to tell you now, we actually have a Glen Farkless 21-year-old listed for that one as well, and that's way over £100 a bottle. So if you want to take part in that, get your direct debit in at £35. If you're not by direct debit, we're not debarring you from buying it, but unfortunately it's got to be £45 just to get that balance. As we've said to everybody who are members, we really need to get that budget right. So the better, the closer we get that budget, the actual more money we can spend on whiskies and get the better quality whiskies for everybody to taste. So the more the merrier and direct debit, but I can't remember what else it is, but the Glen Farkless 21-year-old is definitely one of them.
Can't even remember what the whiskies are tonight, let alone in a couple of weeks' time, you know.
A good point well made,
That's it. No, guys, it helps us getting the direct debits. If not, we still want you to be part. We're on about it being, James texted us tonight asking for the Zoom link, but that's the one that we will be doing the Zoom. However, everybody else can dial in through Facebook, a lot bit more interactive. That's
We're working on the technology. If you're direct debit members, we'll have a Zoom working outside.
He's not working on the technology, did he? Get him! Who's he kidding? You can switch on a kettle, that's it. Gregor's working on it. Let's be honest.
I was helping him tonight.
He was plugging a PowerPoint in.
Hopefully, you'll get a link so you can have a direct one-to-one with us on Zoom at the same time as we're going to go live on YouTube and what's this one? Facebook. That's the one.
Facebook.
So on them as well, but members will have that Zoom link so they can talk to us and we can have one-to-ones and they can hear the voice all over the interweb. Worldwide. Brian Johnson will have to turn the laptop away so the worldwide audience can't see your face, but that's fine. Don't mind your voice.
I think he said kettle black here. The other couple of dates, 2nd to the 4th of October. What are we doing, TP? What can you join us for?
We are in London. On
to visit the Queen?
Yep. Are we? No. The 3rd of October, 3rd of October, we're going to the Whisky Show at Billingsgate Market, right on the River Thames. GB and I were there in 2019. We had a great day out.
Good afternoon. Socialising.
And learning.
Yes, it was educational.
Educational for the first 3 hours. But no, we've got the Billingsgate Market in London. We'll probably travel down this Saturday. You can travel with us, come along to the show with us, whatever you want to do. You can have a nice wee whiskey tasting yourselves, private in the evening, and come back Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, whenever it suits you. So give us a shout. We'll give you the trains and that, no booked flights, whatever we're going to do. Again, we wait till the pandemic's over. But we've got our tickets. The 3 of us have got our tickets. And I'll tell you what, it's worth coming alone to see the state of Gregor's after half a dozen whiskies. I think it's worth it. We still have these vivid memories. We're still scared.
You get the early bird ticket if you sign up now, guys. So put a big push on, get them signed up so we at least know the size of the posse. And Neil can get some pennies in his pocket to buy us all drink. So he said that the first 10 people get drinks paid for by him. As long as there's water on the boat, on the train.
I'll buy you a drink. I'll supply the whiskey.
You've heard them. We're going up the Shard for that drink, by the way.
No, again. We got barred the last time. Back in.
That's it. And then on the 6th of November, I know we're catching on. We're going to be Sean. What have we got the 6th of November, TP?
We're doing a whiskey fair.
Whiskey Beer Festival and bottle of gin. Bottle of gin to keep Susie happy.
Keep Susan happy. Martin will not be allowed to.
No, exactly. Exactly. Just, I know we're conscious of time here. The 6th of, we'll bring more information. Scotland's also playing Australia that day, so we can have that on the screens. It's a Saturday because the week after Scotland's playing football and TP goes and cheers them all on.
Moldova. Just now in Moldova on the 12th.
That's it. Susan Allen, can I buy a 1775 glass? Yes, you can if you go to the website.
I thought she was going to say you buy us a drink.
Ryan Johnston. Well done, I've seen that. Ashley Thorne, there we go. Well, thank you for that. Right, so...
I don't care about you, I'm bored with his crack tonight, so let's get on with it.
Gregor's hardly said anything. You bloody cheeky monkey. Pork chop style then. Hello, Dad.
Oh, was he late, was he?
Yeah. Did you hear about the Chinese man that visited the doctor? His hands were covered in severe burns from a cooking accident. The doctor says, or he says to the man, says to the doctor, he says, I know it's bad, but how bad is it? And the doctor replies, I'm afraid you will never walk again. Bam, ba-dam, bam. You know the cooking walk?
I get it.
You get it anyway, right? I need, come on.
It must be the penny cook
Somebody's
accent.
finding that
Right.
funny. Gordon Brown, come on. Hey, hey, hey.
Right. Whiskey number 1 today, Edradour Caledonia. You know my feelings for Edradour whiskey, just outside Pitlochry, and it's a signatory vintage. And thanks to Neil McIver, when I was on that call last night with the Vancouver travel agents, Neil, when I delivered his whiskey yesterday, was kind enough to give me a 50 mils of the signatory vintage from Edradour, and it was actually a Deanston cask. I think it was 11-year-old Neil, and it was 66% ABV, and it was a sherry butt. First of all, sherry, it was absolutely stunning. 66%. So this is the good thing about the Artful Dodger. I'll tell you about the Artful Dodger. We'll need to do more of their bottles for a specific reason. But the Caledonia, it's named after the song.
Caledonia's been everything.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Dougie MacLean, who wrote the song, he wrote the song when he was in France. He was on a beach in France. I think it was Normandy or somewhere like that. Not during the war. It's more recent than that. And he was actually feeling homesick. And I actually reckoned on the beach in France, he wrote the song Caledonia.
Was that when he wrote the song American Pie as well?
That was Don McLean.
Oh, was it?
He's American.
It's okay, that was a joke.
Was it all?
I thought I was being honest there.
That was his uncle.
Long lost cousin.
Caledonia. So, Dougie MacLean apparently picked the whiskey. He picked the cask that this was coming from, or the cask that we're going to fill it with. So it's got a nice wee bit of Scottish history. Those of you in the States who, and those who are afar Gordon Smith down south, I'm sure you'll miss Caledonia. And this should give you a nice wee taste of home. So hopefully it's a great whiskey. I like the colour of it. I like everything about it. So as I say, you know my feelings about it. And again, we'll repeat it. Hopefully, the very first trip will probably be up to Pitlochry because we've got the 3 distilleries up there, Graham. We've got Edradour, Blairathel, and Dewars, which are all just 5 miles apart. And
Gregor can drive.
Because
he can't drink.
We'll have a serious discussion about whiskey.
Yeah.
But no. So the Edradour, have a wee look at this, the Edradour Caledonia. Look at the colour of that.
Oh, you know what we need?
It's Oloroso sherry. He's forgot about the flavour map.
No, carry on talking without me.
It's a double matured, second of maturations, Oloroso sherry, and you can get that with the colour. Oloroso is one of the best sherries, right? Dark, rich Spanish sherry. We can cut them from there. Have a look at the legs. And really thick, really rich. Nice and slow coming down. What are the GB?
Oh, nice, your type of legs. Slow and
my type of legs.
Stumpy.
Slow and stumpy. I've got I've not got slow legs, but stumpy legs, I suppose. Even for the height of me, I've got I'm only 31-inch leg, and I'm 6 feet tall.
Oh, I'm 6'5", and I've got a 31-inch leg as well.
I've got a 29-inch leg.
No, I've got a 31 too.
Right, keep hunting that till we're finished, okay? You keep So the legs, you can see the richness of it. Again, on the flavour map, we better have a quick nose first. Absolutely no smoke. Oh, that's
It's lovely, eh?
Really the honey right away.
So
with the colour of the Oloroso, it's taken us over to the rich side, the Tatty Peel side.
Tatty Peel, rich, poor, publican.
And there's a wee bit of flavour and spices and fruit into it. So I think it's just maybe sitting just below the halfway line here, Graham. Just well over to the rich side. It's sitting there. Lovely, lovely aroma to this. The honey is the first thing, just as I pulled it to my nose, the rich honey, heather honey actually. Yeah. The dried fruits.
Fig. Date.
Dates, I get dates, yeah. Yeah. Nutmeg, some spices coming through there. Nutmeg coming in. The dried fruits, the raisins. Yeah, dates, I'm getting the dates now. Yeah. I'm not getting fig. I'm not familiar with fig, so... I'm from Mary, remember?
Oh, I know, I'm forgetting.
What's figs?
No, it's figs.
I'm sure it was a nickname.
Is that the way you smoke? Is that the way you smoke?
A packet of figs, please. A lovely rich. I'm getting some caramel coming through now. We started with the honey, like a heather honey, which is absolutely wonderful. Sweet. A wee Christmas cake. You know, when you think it's Edradour, It's 12. Is it 12-year-old? Did I say? Yeah.
Aye,
12-year-old.
12.
Compare it to the Edradour 10-year-old, which is a standard whisky. There's a lot more sweetness in it, and obviously that's Oloroso coming through the honey, the toffee, even treacle now. Real strong sort of sweetness, caramel, toffee, honey, wonderful. The spices, nutmeg, a wee bit cinnamon coming through now.
What does anybody else get? Anybody else get anything else?
Yeah, it's all dry fruit I'm getting. I'm not getting any sort of rich fruit. There's no citrus. There's nothing else here. But wow, it really is a lovely nose. So let's have a wee taste of this.
Trying to see if anybody's sending me messages because I'm not getting anything. Maybe they're not speaking to me.
Wow, yeah, the honey just hits you there. Nuts, almonds.
Oh, definitely almonds.
The Christmas cake, sultanas, raisins. But you've got the spices as well. It's no ginger. I'm trying to think. It's no cinnamon. What's the spices? It's like 5 spice. The Chinese spices.
The Chinese 5 spice.
Yeah,
aye.
yeah. It's really quite a lot of flavour in that.
Tell you what, that's a good smell. I've not had a whiskey for a while.
But again, it's the honey, the caramel, just absolutely wonderful. And remember, we're going to do our water.
Big Mikey boy.
Makia water from the Isle of Lewis. Compliments of Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. And those of you remember when Mike and his wife came on. It was a Zoom call, wasn't it? It wasn't actually for everyone, which is unfortunate. It was one of the members.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
They came on and actually explained about the pH of the water and the room temperature. And I actually had a bottle of it there then, and it was really, really nice. Now, personally, I don't know how much it impacts on your whiskey, because I think we've still got the best water in the world in Scotland. So a good tap water just left to settle a wee bit, but it certainly works with the Makia.
Somebody was talking about snow melting and using that, weren't they? They were saying in rainwater's pure.
Mike was talking about that.
And I think Port Chop was saying stuff,
But you put that touch of water in here, you get just the honey, the spices, a wee bit nutmeg coming through. The spices are just nice and genteel.
Honey and vanilla caramel. Spice from Martin there.
Yeah, but they're wee. I'm not convinced I get vanilla in Mark, because it's rich. It's no the vanilla dryness. I'd always say to people, when you get the vanilla without the double maturation, the bourbon matured, the American oak, you get that vanilla. And I'm sure we've all tried it. Put a vanilla pod in your mouth, you get that.
Have you? I've no.
You get that sweetness, then you get the dryness of it. See, I just find with the Oloroso sherry and the double maturation, it just gives that sweetness. But wow, wonderful on the nose. Again, 12-year-old, it's not a cheap whiskey.
No.
50 or 60 pound a bottle.
It's lovely. It's nice. Yes, it is. It's £60 a bottle, and we've actually got one. If anybody wants to buy it, it is £60. We need to pay for packaging on that, though.
You get the nuts, the almonds coming through there. I'm getting a wee bit hazelnut as well. Quite a bit of nuts coming through. Christmas cake, sultanas, raisins, honey. I think it's a really nice dram. It's for a 12-year-old. It's like a 10-year-old at Edradour. I always say there's so much going on in Edradour whiskies for such a young age. It's really, really fantastic. Caledonia, go give us another wee.
Caledonia's been everything. You're meant to finish it off.
I don't care.
Come on,
I only sing at football games. I don't. When I'm away abroad, I didn't sing at home. I'm not very good. No, I really like that. That certainly gets the seal of approval.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, what is it? It's the seal of approval, the wolf whistle, the pig's grunt, the dog bark, or the wet raspberry.
Seal of approval.
Right, come on then.
No, you can't.
No,
you're the expert,
you do it. You're the one that.
I'm in a huff.
He's already the one that's going on that it needs to be the. So that's the seal of approval. No, you do it then, Smarty Parks.
That was like a dog's
Aye. Oh, Neil, what have you done? She's all excited.
I saw that coming out earlier on. Here we go.
Beautiful dram.
Yeah, it's lovely. Who's in that?
I was talking about rainwater. Dad was saying was on about rainwater.
Who thinks is a beautiful dram?
First Lady.
Oh, Julia. It's Julia.
Chris Brown, beautiful dram. Remember, like, share, love us. Tell everybody. I don't know if there's a button you can push to get everybody that's on your Facebook to watch us just now.
Aye, didn't button.
So what is it called, Gregor?
Share.
share or something like that. Tell all your pals, see how many we can get on the night, and I'll tell them a joke. 1,000. Watch party. Have a watch party, folks. Scott Watson's jealous because he never got a chance to pick one up today. He did because there was one pack left. One pack left. Yeah. I'm getting hee-haw flavour out of this teacup. Well, laggy finger.
Opportunity. I saw you here the day.
Yeah, you could have because there was one left.
Yep. Anyway. Number two, Tomatin, 11-year-old, limited release, and it's bottled with the Artful Dodger company. And I just loved the name of it. And I thought when I saw that,
please, sir, can I have some more?
Scott, you've missed a cracker because this is very expensive. I didn't realise it was a 50-cent bottle.
We had to buy two.
Paid for it. Yeah, it's far more expensive than we normally get. So, folks, I hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
It's Scotty Watson. Sorry, pal. You'll learn the hard way.
Yeah. That's it.
So it's Tomatin. Again, Tomatin is between Bowmore and Inverness.
Yes.
Just off
and
the
our
A9.
good friends up there.
Yes, Alistair.
Alistair and Scott.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scott's the brand ambassador. They do the Peter expression, the Kubokken. Remember
which is a good favourite of mine.
Yeah, we'll need to pay them a visit sometime.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've been up a couple of times.
Aye.
Yeah, I actually looked at a whiskey question on the internet, and it was like, what is the largest distillery in Scotland? And it was Tomatin, it was saying, or Tomatin, however you pronounce it. But I think it was more for the volume of space, and at one time it was massive. Yeah. Obviously, they've cut it down now because of massive.
I'm not quite sure what the biggest in production is.
I think it's now Glenfiddich. I was looking it up because I didn't even think that was the answer myself. I'm sure we've got some smarty pants out there that might give us some information.
I'm sure it's a Diageo.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a mass-produced
Ben Rinnes or something like that.
That's Bacardi. Is it Ben Rinnes? Is it Bacardi? Is it? Am I thinking of something else?
I'm not quite sure, but there's one does about 12 million litres. I bought the 2021 whisky book. I'll check that for next time we're on. Yep. Anyway, Artful Dodger Company, they specialise in rare whiskies, so this is limited release, and they specialise as well in cask strength whiskies. They don't do 40, 43 or 46%. This one is 56.1% ABV. Scotty Watson, I'm not going to tell you again, you've missed a golden opportunity.
Ashley Thorne, you take your time drinking that. I know what you're like out there. You went slowly in there. You'll be going through the streets, going crazy.
Is that enough?
Yeah, hearty when he laughs, this one.
I've got to cut my finger and it's something.
Oh! That's God punishing him for being nasty to me.
That's there's a paper cut I got today.
That's it. Is that slowed down, Gregor?
Tomatin, 11-year-old, Artful Dodger bottling. As I say, Artful Dodger bottlers are a London-based company. They just buy casks, limited editions or restricted rare. They call it as rare, but they're not expensive rare. It's a wee bit more than we normally pay because we can't Scotty Watson wasn't going to buy this week, so we give everyone else a wee treat. There you go, Scotty. That's your fault.
And we knew that everybody's paid all their money for this week's packages as well.
Have they?
Yeah, so just in case anybody's sitting in their house, I want you to think hard. Have you all paid your money for this week's whiskey? Think about it, folks. We're not going to name and shame. We're not this week. Think, have I? The direct debit start next week, but think hard. If you're sitting in your house and you're enjoying this whiskey, did I pay them the money for the whiskey? We're not naming any names, but just think about it.
Think about it, yeah, because we might embarrass you.
Parties in Falkirk.
Right, Artful Dodger, and this was a deliberate turnaround here because I saw Artful Dodger. Normally we have the lighter, the bourbon matured first, and we go across the flavour map. But I thought with Edradour, nice and sharp and sweet with the sherry, and with Artful Dodger being 56.1%, I thought we'd just change it around a wee bit, and hopefully it still balances. That we get all the aromas from the lighter, more delicate whiskey. So we look at the colour of it, lovely and pale colour. Right away tells us it's American oak. It is bourbon matured, previously used in bourbon. Lovely light colour, 11-year-old, it's not going to get much colour in it, so it shouldn't be too dry as well at 11. Look at the legs on this one.
What, are they Neil's legs or are they?
Oh no, look at them, very thin, very quick. Just watch them running.
Neil will never catch those legs. He'll never catch them.
If I was in the palace, I didn't have to chase anyone. I came where everybody's staying. I came where he stays, son. I'm not chasing you. The hell with that. I was embarrassed once in Trinent. I'll not go into that one in a sled.
Right, here we go. First Glenlivet at 21 million litres. The Macallan are second. Now, somebody else was trying to expand their distillery to surpass them all.
Yeah,
I'll come back
it's
to me
Glenlivet.
anyway.
You're right, it's Glenlivet. Yeah. Right, look at the colour, the legs. So we've got to have a quick nose of it. Now, this is quite interesting because there is a wee hint. It's not smoke, but tobacco. You know, tobacco leaf.
Oh.
Yeah, you get that tobacco leaf. It's not smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Quite interesting one. This.
Oh yeah.
Have we got a flavour map?
Yes, we have. Just to say, it's not Gordon Brown that thinks he's due the money because he already paid it. There's somebody else hiding out there amongst us.
Aye.
Amongst us.
How far? How close to
Well, we don't know. We'll not let any. We'll not spill the beans just yet.
Not yet. Lovely, light, delicate, and a wee hint of tobacco, but no smoke. So it's got to come down to the delicate side, just when you look at the legs, and a wee bit citrus going on here. So I'm thinking just over a wee bit to the light, the colour's very pale, and down delicate here. That's quite interesting with tobacco. So yeah, I would say sitting round about here, just not far away from the Glenkinchie Dalwhinnie. But the tobacco's actually thrown me quite a bit here, Graham.
Yeah.
There is a bit of vanilla there, but surprisingly for one so light and delicate, I'm getting honey in that as well.
I know I was getting the honey.
Yeah.
I've got to say, honey.
And it reminds me, I used to I've not smoked for 15 years as of the 3rd of February. 15 years.
Well done you. The
3rd of February it is. And it reminds me, I used to smoke Castella Classics. And you open the packet, just the tobacco leaf.
Aye.
That reminds me, not wet, not smoky, but just the tobacco. A wee bit ginger coming through there. Bit citrus, zesty, sort of lemon, lemon, bit lime. The tobacco is it's throwing me here, Graham. It really is. I definitely. That was the first thing I've never tasted it before.
What's everybody else getting, folks? Let us know what you're getting out there.
You know, I'm actually getting a wee bit marzipan.
I could see that. Yeah.
Interesting. It's a lot going on in that phenomenon. Very, very pale, very light, very delicate. Flange. That's a wee taste.
Let's have a wee. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm actually.
Neil McIver, you'll like this one.
Oh, that's lovely.
You'll like this one. Wow.
Wee bit farmyard on the nose. That's the first lady, but hey.
Are you staying too close to? No, it's maybe the horses too close to the racetrack. You're getting the vanilla coming through on the palate, though. You get the dryness where it was honey.
We've got a laugh.
Honey on the nose, vanilla on the palate, but there's honey behind it. It's quite a medium finish. I'm getting the honey coming through here now. Definitely ginger, biscuity, ginger nuts.
Nuts, ginger nuts. That's a lovely drop.
I'm just going back to the nose after the taste of it, and I can't get the tobacco now. That's quite incredible. The tobacco is first thing I hit before.
Gone up in smoke.
It's been lit now. That'll come with the next one.
Honey, spice, cinnamon. That's brought. Neil says.
Aye.
Brian Johnston, big compliments here. I'm getting free. Eh?
Oh. What's that?
Brian's getting free, he says. Maybe he's been let out. He's been chained up.
Getting out the care home.
That's
what it is. We'll be allowed for a walk in the rain to help his hair grow.
Yes.
Aye, that's what it is. Good luck, Brian. Get out for a wee walk. Get the hair.
Chris is thinking it's got a dry finish.
Yeah, very dry. Yeah. Touch of water.
I'm enjoying it. That's
I'm
lovely.
still getting the ginger. You know, I'm getting a wee hint of mint with that, like coming through the water. It's certainly ginger nuts, ginger snaps,
ginger ninja.
A wee bit buttery now with water in it, but vanilla, a wee bit honey, and it takes the dryness out of it on the nose. Just with a touch of water. 56.1% ABV. Remember, folks, absolutely fantastic.
Strong.
You know, it's
talking about on the nose.
I'll tell you what I'm getting actually. A bit gingerbread. Yeah, just a bit gingerbread, icing, gingerbread sort of thing.
Getting the gingerbread now. You're saying it,
Yeah. A wee taste of water.
What's a comedian's less favourite drink?
I don't know.
Booze. Happy days are here again.
That's amazing.
It's lovely.
That really is. And I hope Alistair and Scott's not watching, but Tomatin, it reminds me of Glengoyne, and even Deanson. I think I was having this conversation with Neil McIver yesterday. Deanson, for me, the basic Deanson, the basic Tomatin, as a 10-year-old, I think the basic Tomatin, I think they're very basic, they're very pretty rough, but all the expressions out with that, with different casks, maturations, finishes, they're absolutely great. And I remember the Tomatin 14-year-old, was it Legacy they had? Sherry matured.
Yeah, we've done that. Aye.
We've done the Deanston Sauternes a few weeks ago, and I mean, excellent.
Nice.
When you look at the basic sort of expressions they put out there, then you go to just spend another £10-15, and it's a bit like Glenkinchie. As much as I do like a Glenkinchie 12-year-old, I always say to people, get the distiller's edition, pay an extra £10, £12 for the distiller's edition. It's absolutely amazing.
Knock it up a level.
So instead of paying the £30-40, 40-50, pay the 50-60. That wee bit, and hopefully that's the purpose of our tastings here, is we're getting into that level of whiskies, £50-60 bottles. Once you've enjoyed them, potentially a tasting with us, you can with
go
comfort,
out and try.
you know, and Brian Johnson's living on pensions and that sort of
thing. So he'll be everybody else's pension. Everybody else's pension.
But, you know, Artful Dodger, that certainly gets the absolute seal.
And who else said wee bits and bobs? James is saying quite dry, slow to flavour, honey taste, but still dry. Oh, James Barry, my brother from another mother. Hello.
It's quite interesting. The vanilla, the dryness here, but there's also the honey, which just keeps it. You know.
It's still going.
Normally like a Glenkinchie, a Dalwhinnie, your Glenlossies, all these sort of light delicates. You know, they're just very short on the finish, on the front of the tongue, and you get that dryness. Now, I always say the younger, for me anyway, personally, the younger an American oak or bourbon, ex-bourbon, or virgin first-time use, the longer it stays in that American cask, I just feel it gets drier and drier and drier.
Right.
So the younger bourbon, I think, is actually a more pleasant whiskey. Getting that. But no, I like that, and I've been so looking forward to this one.
It's been a crack.
We ordered this about a month ago,
and it's no cheap. Any of these whiskies this time, if you go online and you actually look at the price, you're getting a good deal, just like you always get a good deal when you come to us.
As I said to Scott Watson, I didn't realise it was only 50 ml, so it's basically 30% more expensive. So we've lost money this week, guys. Absolutely lost money.
Kevin's liking it. Russell, how we doing, bud? Just dialed in there. Typical mother shed. That's it. There's a drip in this roof. But anyway, we'll leave it at that.
Darren Crawford on this week?
No, I think was it? I'm not sure, but I tell you what, there's nobody in from Canada. There's nobody in from America. There's nobody in from Australia. There's nobody in from where else? Well, there's Pennacook. And there's Trinane.
Alex Simon for Trinane.
Panas. Where else? Come on, guys, let us know where you're from. Tell us what you think. It's a two-way traffic here.
Because I'm sick of listening to him. Somebody
else.
I
could say the same. Better to listen to me than look at his face. Anyway.
Well, let's you'll not get an argument there. Straight on to number 3. Number 3 of the night is a Bowmore. Again, as most of you know, not everybody. I've done it again. That's stinging like mad.
He was going to be a police officer. Oh, don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
I'm a wee bit older now. I'm fragile. What was I saying? Bowmore, Bowmore. It's Islay, and it's owned by Beam Suntory, a Japanese company, and it's one of the oldest on Islay. Still continue. It goes away in the 1770s, 1780s.
I think it is the oldest on Islay, but it's the second registered longest distillery. Licensing. You know how Glen, our 1775. They're the number 2.
I think 1780 or something like that.
1780, because their vaults are quite a famous picture. I've got one on my phone because Davy Pringle, myself, went out a couple of years ago, got well spot. I like this. I know it's maybe a bit peaty for you, PP.
I'm not a Bowmore fan. I like a Lagavulin, and certainly an Ardbeg. I better say that in case Bill Lumsden's listening. The Ardbeg's fantastic, Bill. When you come and join us again.
I spoke to them twice the other week. But anyway,
Bowmore Vault Edition. It's 50.1% alcohol by volume. Again, Neil McIver will probably like this. It's maybe just on the cusp of what like Neil. I know Neil likes his cask strength as well. So let's have a wee look at it.
We've got Perthshire and we've got Livingston. We've got Falkirk.
It's like
like a football. Falkirk 2, Livingston 3.
It's like Division 1 or 2 in Scottish football.
Mary Junior Athletic Miners Club 4 and Tatty Peel United 2.
You finished?
No, I'm just getting going. And then we've got
I was just having a look at the bottle we use, swapping on. But have a look at the colour of it. It's nice and light and rich and golden. It's not as light as the Artful Dodger there, but it's just bourbon matured, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, we better have a look at the legs first. Graham likes to consult the legs. I can't see it. Really quick, really fast coming down.
That fast, I can't see them.
Yeah, they're out of sight before you
Holy
actually look at them.
beans and bologna, look at that. I see yours, aye.
Drop in there. So, have we got a flavour map?
Yes, we do.
Have a quick nose.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
All right.
Quick nose, and you've got the peat, you've got the phenol. You're right.
Oops. Right, here's a flavour map.
So, we're light in the colour, way up here. We're up in the smoky. We're hit the top left-hand square just about on this boundary. I don't think we're right into there because the ppms are not that high. We're probably about 30, 40, I would think. So it's sitting away up here on the light side. And the first thing that hits you is the iodine. You know, I prefer a peaty Isle of Whisky to be sherry matured. I like that in general because I just feel you get that switched on. That warm smoke as opposed to the iodine, the antiseptic that you get from a Lafroig and some of the Ardbegs, and you get that from the Bowmore here as well. The first thing that hits you, but you're getting some vanilla. And again, it's an interesting one because there's some honey at the back of this as well. It's not the dryness of the honey, but there's citrus here too, which gives you the confirmation.
Beach bonfires, would that be something?
I've never had a beach bonfire. I'm from McGilly.
What? Christ, down on the beach along Nidge, get down to the Bains.
Banned for the beach.
He's in. Mikey, you're there, bud. We've been waiting on you. Now we can start the show, guys. Mike's just dialed in.
Hello.
Hello, Mikey.
Could have been Mike.
Yeah, what time's you call this?
It's only 3:30. You're back at 3.
Aye, Mike's over in Canada. I'd be working, Hockey season started, so that's another thing.
What you were talking about beach fire?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a bit beach fire, burnt wood sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, when you put the water onto the wood when it's burning, you get that nice sort of dying ember, is how I would describe it. But I'm getting a lot of lemon, lime zest, the rind of the lemon citrus here coming through. Actually quite pleasant on the nose.
I think it's
vanilla, honey, honey.
Yeah.
I don't know what age it
is. I do like the Bowmores. I think I told you the story that the Bowmore, one of the old vaults that they've had, is turned into the swimming pool, the town swimming pool. Did I tell you that? No. And the byproduct of the heat of the water they're using to heat up the swimming pool for the community.
So doing that now,
which is a great thing. Absolutely. Spinning it around.
Friendly.
Fresh off the press.
I forgot what I was saying there.
How good I am to you at Christmas time for a nice present.
Have you tasted one I gave?
Yes, of course.
We're so boring. We bought each other a Christmas present. It was a bottle of whiskey. It's not a surprise.
But we'll know, say who got the expensive one. No, we don't do that. But mine's just been touched. I'm better check because pork chop might have finished mine.
I should have. I bought it at Tesco's. And I could have saved £12 or something like that if I was a Tesco club card holder.
No.
I was spewing.
Why don't you take it back? Take it back. We'll refund it by another. Put some tea in it.
Right, burnt wood, the rind, the zest of lemon, lime coming through there, and I was talking about the dryness, the age. There's no an age statement on this, so I think it'll be a pretty young one, just because I'm not getting any of the dryness coming through that, and I think we're getting the honey which compensates that. So let's have a wee taste it, Graham. Wow, salt, bang! White salt.
That's sucking the cheeks in, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really actually quite liking it. For
I like
it. Salty, a bit honey. I've not got the vanilla. I'm getting marmalade oranges again.
Aye.
Really rich orange. There's a wee touch of toffee coming through there as well. Just that richness, which is quite unusual. Again, for the colour, pleasant.
I do. I quite like the
marmalade orange. I'm getting the zesty lemon lime now coming through.
Yeah.
A wee spice.
Susan's liking that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just I'm getting up to the top now.
Yeah, it's the phenol, but no, it's like a wee chili flake, so just nice.
Yes, well put.
That's
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If anybody ever says to me before we started doing this, because that's nearly a year, Graham. April we started doing this.
I remember when you had long hair and you were a hippie.
That's 3 times it's put me off. We started doing, yeah.
Absolutely, Neil. I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
Before I started doing it, if somebody says to me, "There's a Bowmore," no thanks. I would rather leave it. And that's only the second one. I think well, look at the oil separating that. If you're guys, ladies, if you're actually doing it just now, really oily.
Somebody thinks there's green apples in it. Douglas, green apples. I've not got any in here, but
I can't get the green apples, Douglas.
That's okay, I do.
I get the lemon. It's more citrusy for me coming through. So put a wee touch of water in it, and when I put the water in, as I always say to you, I always encourage people to take a touch of water in it. Old Alistair Monroe, who was the distillery manager at Glenkinchie, told me that he's a youngster, 19-year-old, and it opens the flavours. And always when I do the tastings, the master classes, I always say to people to have a look at when you're putting the water in, and you see the oils opening up and separating, and that's what you're doing. You're actually opening the flavours. Just enhances the flavour, in my opinion. Neil McIver doesn't put water in his.
It's amazing just when you go.
How's it go?
Like that, folks. You know, I get the tourists coming in. Oh no, we'll have it straight. We're like, no, try it this way.
But you get the salt, definitely salt. The burnt wood coming through now, absolutely. Yeah.
And Jamie Thorne's now tuned back in from Pennacook. I thought he was speaking to us.
I'm getting oranges, right oranges, citrus. I'm not getting the lemon now. I'm getting lime, the sweet lime flavour, the orange marmalade, salty though.
Yeah.
Definitely. I couldn't nose the salt. The iodine hit too hard. The antiseptic, for want of a better phrase, hit too hard without the water, and you couldn't get the salt on the nose. I'm getting the salt on the nose
definitely
now. Soften it up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Gavin Holmes, the rookie up there in sunny Pennacook, he's liking it as well for a first-time rookie. I guess maybe the first time having a peated whiskey.
Oh, you get now it actually changes the finish on it. Long finish, hitting the back, the burnt wood, the wet damp wood. You get that dampness in the wood. Just hitting there, orange, rich.
Oh, it's
Seville oranges, marmalade oranges, and lime. It's like a bit of lime juice coming in there, just hitting down here in the throat. But the iodine's gone with the water. It really balances it perfectly.
Yeah.
And again, 50%. You just put a wee touch of water in. The balance for me there is really good. Yeah, I've enjoyed that. Again, I've got to say, Graham, seal of approval.
Come on, you do it once. Who wants Tatty Peel to do the seal of approval? Come on, let's see who's saying Tatty Peel seal of approval. Right, what does not like salt? He would not eat his dinner last night because I had too much salt in it. Yes, that's right, Dad. I wouldn't eat my dinner last night because I had too much salt in. Jamie's having IT issues. Anyway, come on, Tatty Peel, just a wee one.
No, I'm too busy.
He's an old fuddy daddy. Anyway, I'll not say that. Right, have we decided what one we're going for? 1, 2, or 3? How's the vote coming on? Now, remember, folks, if you're not signed up for a membership, please get your membership signed up. Join the rest of us. It is £25. Exceptionally good value. And don't forget the main key thing for the environment. What are we doing, Tatty Peel?
Planting an oak tree.
An oak tree. So later on in the next few months, when everything's good, we are planting an oak tree to give back from what we're taking. So remember that, folks. The best thing.
Hopefully the lockdown's over so we can get out there and get them planted, get some photographs
and we can have a few members only nights in here as well, hands on. We've got some catching up to do.
I've still got this Bowmore going on here. With
it's definitely kicking about.
Oranges, the marmalade orange. Just, yeah, it's really nice. Have any votes in?
Right, come on. Neil are we on about that or that?
Oh, you want to do this first? Sorry.
Right, let's do this first while you're thinking, right.
My choice.
See.
2, 1, 3 again.
2. So what was the second one? 2.
Artful Dodger.
Please, sir. Can I have some more?
Caledonia.
2.
Bowmore.
And then who do we have? Chris said 2.
Yeah.
3, 1. Then who else? James up there. I think I've seen before it flashes. 2, 3, 1. Who else have we got? Susie Ennis is 2, 1, 3. Chris Brown, easy peasy, 1, 2, 3, lemon squeezy. That one, and that one. Yep. And what's Gavin, the rookie up there in Pennacook? 3, 2, 1. He's liking the tea. I was just going to
say, is Enda like the Bowmore first? Yeah. And again, we try and drum it into people all the time. There's no rights and there's no wrong with single malt Scotch whisky. It's great. Everybody has different opinions, have different views, have different palates. And you know, everyone's a great whiskey. I advocate that as well. I don't think we've tasted a bad whiskey.
No.
It takes a long time to try and pick them, to find them. That's why I do try and get expressions that are not readily available all the time. So yeah. It's 321, 213, 312, 123. Every permutation
as long as you're happy,
come through there.
That's
as long as you're enjoying that, everyone I think is a great whiskey. And there's times that I can't pick between them. I think 2 weeks ago was one of these things.
That's it. They were all joined up. Yeah,
I did enjoy the Bowmore, but I just felt it was a wee bit behind the other two. 1 and 2, because I am an Edradour fan. I do like Edradour.
Number 2 was the Artful Dodger. Scotty Watson will keep that for you, son, if you're lucky. Maybe.
Has he signed his direct debit yet?
I don't know. Have you got your direct debit set up, bud? You need to get that. And Craving for Simmons was in the same, was myself. And another wee thing, just to chuck this out there, Neil, before we get onto the director's round, see with the experience that I've been picking up with all these tastings, I've started to buy some casks of whiskey. I've been telling you that. And it's given me a much better insight to know what I'm looking for when I'm coming up with these casks. And as you know, down the line, as a club, what are we collectively wanting to do?
Buy our own cask.
Yeah.
Scotty Watson's got to hopefully source one for us. And we'll get filled with a new make spirit. Yeah. So we've all got a wee investment in it. And we've all got a wee... maybe open it after a few years and get our own bottling, various things we can do with it. So we're looking at that. We need a few members first before we can open that up. But that's one of the things, even if we get to the 100, we're just short of the 100 members. Get to the 100 members, nothing is a centenary. We try and do a cask.
Because I know from my point of view, there's casks out there that you can buy from certain companies like Spiritfield, and they're not that expensive, and they're actually at the point where you can bottle them, and it's not as expensive as you want. The expensive part about the cask is actually the bottling and the duty, folks. But collectively, when you've got about 50 folk, it's just the quirkiness, isn't it? And
absolutely,
it just is part of what being the group is about. You know,
we discussed in the last Zoom call with the members. It's probably the first thing we do is buy a new make spirit.
Yes.
So it's got to lie there. It's our own from scratch. So we'll see what happens. It's all down the line.
Spin it out. Yeah.
GZ, have we got
right? Who's having what then, guys?
Number 2. You said number 2?
No, I said no yet.
No yet. Come on, guys. Who's Mikey's over there enjoying Bowmore and Canada, Ice hockey season's kicked off again. Mikey will be glued to the television over there.
Try because it's a peated one.
Right, we'll go. Right.
Does anybody Google Edradour fumosus? I'm really intrigued to see what that means.
Right, there you go. James McDonald's pick number 2. Well picked.
Right, well done, James. Great minds think alike.
Yes.
I like the colour of it, and I like the fact it's a bit peated. There you go, GB. I poured you a lot in that one.
Oh, Christ, put it back. Set up, Peter.
I can't win. He moans when they didn't pour enough in there.
So
if it's a Highland.
It's quite an old bottle, that, actually.
Yeah, it looks an old label. It's had it for about 30 years.
I've had it. I got it probably when I was up at the Old Market, actually. That's how far back that dates.
And it's 46% alcohol by volume, and it's obviously double matured. When you look at that. It's a Pedro Jimenez would finish.
Yes, I like the bit. What age was it? Did it say it? Did I say 20? I thought it said 12.
It's a 12-year-old. So it's peated. I don't know what it's like. We'll have a look at the colour of it. Lovely dark. And you see it in the bottom there. I don't know if you see it. It really is a dark colour. Pedro Jimenez. I'm sure that's from Jerez. Jerez in the south of Spain, which is a great sherry.
Oh, region. It's a cracker there.
Have a look at the legs. They're actually relatively quick there, Graham. So we're going in the delicate.
I can't see mine. My glass must be broken. I can see yours. Look. I can see one.
See now. Yeah.
I've only got one leg.
Pretty slow. Have we got the flavour mark there?
Oh, here we go.
Right, have a quick nose at it. The smoke's there. So I think we're coming over to the rip side, and it's not heavy peat, heavy smoke. Maybe halfway up there, 25-30 ppms. But again, treacle. Right treacle, right honey, biscuits, ginger, smoke, cigar smoke coming from that. Again, marmalade oranges.
Definitely,
I get that pictures from there. Wee spices, wee bits of nutmeg, cinnamon coming through. It's actually quite an interesting one.
It is.
It's not heavy peated. maybe 20.
You probably
25
can't get that bottle anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Probably,
If anybody can Google it here, I'll show it to Martin. He might be able to look at it.
Martin will see it for there.
Well, you see that there, Martin? Can you see that there for you? I need my gadget arm to stretch it out for you. £3.75 a nip here at the Market Grill.
Wow. Again, it's like a lot of these Highland and Speyside beat expressions. They hit you real hard.
Oh, that is, aye.
On the nose, there's very little, but on the palate, wow, really smoky.
That is,
wood,
aye.
Definitely
That's
cigar.
Real man's whiskey, that.
That's a real Havana cigar, a Cuban cigar, that one.
Which is on sale here.
Real meaty cigar. But again, oranges really rich. Marmalade, that real dark, thick cup marmalade coming through. I'm getting a wee bit lime that coming through there.
You can see that. You can
cherries, black cherries. So yeah, that's an interesting one actually. Yeah, I'm getting black cherries, grapes, a wee bit of grapes.
Looking for some grape.
It's actually really nice. Believe it or not, I prefer that to the. What one is it, Graham?
That one, aye.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I've put the power on. Oh.
Again, lovely colour. You see the richness of it. The oils just open up and separate. What happened there?
I've not put the power onto the PC, the laptop, and it's went doing.
Laptop's went black.
See,
you can't read any of the comments.
Gregor, I left Neil to switch it on. See, you can't even switch the thing on.
So back to the nose with a touch of water, and you can see all the oils opening up there, and the marmalade's the first thing that hits me. Before the peat now, but the peat's coming through, a wee bit fennel, again, honey, toffee, real rich chocolatey coming through now, Graham, a touch of water. Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Not
your old Jamaica.
No.
Did you have your old Jamaica?
No, it's still there.
That's gratitude for you. Somebody went and bought you that for Christmas.
It's keeping for a special day when I hit my target weight.
What you should do is keep it and bring it in here for one of the whiskey tastings as well, and let everybody have a wee nibble of it.
No, we'll buy another one for that.
All right, okay. Then see, told you, skinflint.
I'm keeping it, Martin.
I was telling folk the other night there, the reason he went bald was to save having to go to a hairdresser's to pay for a haircut and hair gel and that.
It cost me £8 just to get this wee dog cut. So we've got a wee taste of the water anyway. The cigar smoke, treacle, toffee, a bit spicy, cinnamon coming through there, and a wee bit chilly as well. You're just getting that nice,
the spice,
just warming coming through, soft, gentle. I like that. Graham.
Yeah, it's
again, Ben Rees, one of these. I know it's a Ben Rees company, isn't it? Who own? Do they have Glendronach as well?
Aye, yeah, exactly.
And a third one.
Glendronach weren't doing the peaty ones, and they are quite big for peaties, and they've just started.
So yeah, it's Ben Rees, 12-year-old peated. Pedro Jimenez matured, which is a fantastic one, and some of your big distilleries use Pedro Jimenez for their double maturation.
They're no cheap.
They're not cheap. Yeah, they cash a lot, and I like Pedro Jimenez and the Oloroso. I'd probably say if I had a preference to a sherry matured Oloroso, is probably the best one. Again, your Glenkinchie does the distiller's edition. I think it's Amontillado, which is a lovely Spanish sherry. I've had that before, but it doesn't get the same richness, darkness of it. But it's very pleasant. What
about the Rangers player? The captain, Amoruso.
Amoruso, and it's Amoroso. That's an Amoroso sherry cask. And Amoruso. No, it's no Lionel. Okay. Now, see,
put your team back in.
Right, that's 4 great whiskies.
Absolutely.
Henry is the director's ram for 2 weeks tonight, the 12th of February. So if you want to order your packs, it's still at £25 in 2 weeks' time, Graham. And you're £5 for
started the direct debit, and if you're paying the £35 for the direct debit, the tasting is on the 29th. What did I say? 26. Yep.
So direct debit. So it's a standard 2 weeks' time. Direct debit kicks in, but there is a few guys actually done the direct debit for both tastings, which is no problem. You'll get both of them posted out or delivered to you at the same time, the 12/26. Hopefully, if it goes well, we're trying our best to get that sorted out. It's a bit complex for 3 numpties, but we're getting there. Everyone just bear with us, folks, till we get all this sort of ironed out fine. Things are looking great. So thanks for everybody for tuning in tonight. And all you guys who have joined, if there's any watching tonight who are not members, get yourself sorted out. Get your £25. Get your Glencairn glass. Get your 50ml dram of whiskey. A lot of these whiskies we've tasted, so there's some great ones there.
Yeah.
You'll get your tasting notes. You'll get your oak membership card in due course. And of course, we're planting an oak tree for every single member.
And you get discounts for everywhere else.
And the discounts, so once everyone starts to open up, we've got a few, and I promised I would have them on to Gregor's to get online by the end of January.
Which
I'm working all weekend, so it's something that's on my to-do list. Hopefully I get around to it. So
that's it. Yep. That's it, guys. Gordon Brown, David. Christ, it is Gordon Brown. Anyway, I thought it was David Brown dialing in there. So if you want your director's dram, get your orders in. We've also got the Haggis cigars here at the Mercat Jewel. If you want a pack of them, you can pick them up.
Did we get that payment through yet?
Well, payment through. Oh, we'll soon find out. We'll no saying him. We'll name and shame in the next one for that payment. But like us and share us, please, folks. Spread the good word. It's imperative that you help us out. If you want your tops, email us in as well. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Gregor, the great technician, who's a computer whiz, fix your computer 24/7.
He's concentrating there.
Yes, he will say cheerio. And on that note, folks, slange.